everybody, it's Moo.
And this is Fuji.
We just watched Prince Ali, Fabulous He, da 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 da.
Now you're just telling lies.
What?
You're telling lies.
What? No, okay, it's Aladdin.
It is Aladdin.
It is Aladdin. I like Aladdin.
I like Aladdin
It's
a
good.
lot.
I like it.
I should rebuy this one.
Yeah.
We watched it on VHS.
We did. No way, we watched the true Disney experience from the 90s of watching it on shitty VHS tapes.
I need a new copy.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway. Okay, so let's get this out of the way.
Okay.
This movie started the whole, pop culture references out the wazoo.
Sure did.
But it worked because it was Robin Williams.
I think that's, for me at least, or for...
That's, the only thing. If it wasn't Robin Williams...
It wouldn't have worked, no. It's because of Robin Williams, he makes it work. So I could just be like, oh, okay, it's Robin Williams talking about...
It's like, I can buy this.
Yeah, for sure. Robin Williams is a genie, he's blue, and he knows shit from the future. Sure, why not?
And he had a whole bunch of conflicts with the studio about this movie, but
yeah, he did, but
you can look that up somewhere else.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there, because in the end, this is one of his more prominent roles, Robin Williams. May it rest his soul. But I really like this movie. It's cute. It's
watching it now. Everyone actually has got multiple sides to their character. Even Jafar is different from other Disney villains that we've seen up until now. I was surprised that Iago is the one who comes up with the evil mastermind plan.
He is, yeah. Iago.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. I think what happened was Iago became popular. And, so in the sequels and in the TV series, they toned him down a lot and made him less antagonistic. But in the original, he's all with Jafar the whole time,
he's
all
pretty
the way.
Terrible.
Yeah, and he's a little bit slapsticky, not as slapsticky as some of the sidekick characters.
Definitely marked down slapsticky from the past couple ones that we've watched.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I think a lot of people forget that's what his role was before he became more comic relief as time went on. Which I don't know. I guess it's kind of a shame that that's how it went, but at the same time, I can see why. Mostly because with that voice, it's kind of hard to take seriously, and make him very threatening. I guess is the way to put it. Because this tiny red parrot with this really screechy man voice coming at you. And shouting shit, and
I'm laughing,
and almost saying the word hell.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty great. I appreciated that. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I think he is more antagonistic. And here's the thing: this is what we realized. This entire fucking plot, from everything involved in this, wouldn't have happened if the Sultan wasn't an idiot. That's pretty much it.
It's everyone else is thinking pretty straight. Everyone else is pretty clever and, pretty smart. And the Sultan is the one-note, kooky Maurice dad.
He's basically Maurice with a beard, bigger beard. And, less hair somehow. But, because he's like, oh, you got a law, you gotta marry a prince. And I'm saying here, aren't you the Sultan? Can't you change the law?
Laws.
I mean, you're the Sultan.
Kind of your job.
No one can stop you.
Although, to be fair, at the beginning of the movie, it wasn't a matter of she has to marry a prince. It was also, that she wasn't interested in marrying anybody.
Right.
So he didn't really have cause to change the law at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could just take that clause out so she could choose who to marry,
I know, but I'm just saying that, she wasn't even interested, in princes, so it seemed like a place to start.
I guess so, but still, I mean,
bottom line is that, the Sultan's just really dumb.
He's just so stupid, man, I wonder why whenever the Jafar waves a stick in front of my face, everything goes wonky. It's a lot of, he saw that shit and went, no, and just broke the stick. I was like, thanks, Aladdin, appreciate it. And also, this is something that really weirds me out. I don't understand, the movie's good. It is. The plot's good. I like it. But because I'm a person that thinks too hard and has watched a bunch of the Disney movies, how does this kingdom work? Or sultandom, or whatever you call it. I don't know if there's a name for it. But point being is, how does this little country work? Because there are princes, because they said the hats have come and gone. But there's no servants in the castle. The only people we see in the castle is Jafar and Iago, Jasmine, and the Sultan.
And the guards.
Oh yeah, and sometimes the guards. But they're usually not in the castle. But no servants. None. Not a single servant.
Because budget.
I know it's because budget, but I'm just saying, like, so the
No,
rock
no, no.
should
I mean, I'm
happen.
saying that in their world, because budget. That's why there's so many poor people.
Oh my god, he just cracked the code. The Sultan's such an idiot, he fucks up his economy.
Oh no.
Or maybe it takes place post-apocalypse,
I
and
mean, you could go with that theory.
we're still recovering from, we got this just. I mean, I guess the Middle East is only just this place right
Sort of speaking
now.
of which, I don't think you could make this movie today.
No.
No.
No. You really couldn't. And especially not like this.
No.
No. Let's face it.
Okay, we still have not yet reached the point of let's be portraying cultures accurately and with total respect yet.
That's Pocahontas. That turning point is after Pocahontas.
After Pocahontas.
I was going to say, Pocahontas. I'm like, no, that's not correct. Oh my gosh.
No, not correct
No,
at all.
post Pocahontas.
Which I think is just okay, because I mean there were complaints that were lodged at this movie for like cultural insensitivities. Like I was telling her about like the original version of the Arabian Nights song, there were some lines that were considered quite offensive.
Mm-hmm.
That are quite offensive,
Yes,
actually.
yeah.
And so they were taken out for like this home release and for soundtrack releases and things. Actually,
Future
no,
releases.
it might actually still be on the soundtrack.
Is it?
Okay,
or it might be on a soundtrack.
It's either Aladdin or Pocahontas that changed lyrics were still on the soundtrack version.
I think that's Pocahontas.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's Pocahontas.
But I mean, it's stuff like that like today you just
No.
you get so much flack for that.
Yeah, no, they would not be able to get away with it. Oh my goodness. I mean, as much as I like Aladdin, yeah. I mean, this is the fantasy version of the Middle East. But to be fair, the story it's based on, Agrabah,
Takes place in China.
takes place in China, and it's a fantasy version
Of China.
and the Middle East together, because China's just like it, right?
I mean, China was. I mean, to the Middle East, China is this like far off, crazy, exotic fantasy place.
It's
So
just like, whoa, man, we gotta.
that's why all those stories take place in China.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, to be fair, the source material is like that, but you don't have to be that close to the source material if you don't want to. But I could see why they did it. Also,
Oh yeah, I mean, this was 1992, so
yes, the year I was born.
so young.
I know. Anyway, I was like, oh yeah, we got actually some sneak peeks while Jasmine and Aladdin were on the carpet. We visited Greece, aka that's where Hercules is, and then we visited China. And
China,
and Mulan is definitely there somewhere, I'm sure. So we got some previews for the future Disney movies. Just to tell you, I thought that was kind of funny. That's how it worked out, and. Well, not really Egypt though, but Prince of Egypt was pretty Egypt,
What?
Did I mess up? I don't actually have no idea what I'm trying to say. Never mind. Prince of Egypt was DreamWorks, but
Yes, that was DreamWorks.
Yeah, I know
That's what confused me.
No, I meant like they covered that. If that makes any sense, like in their animation part, because Prince of Egypt was really popular when it came out.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Which is good because that's an excellent movie. I love that movie. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny that that's how it happened. Also, carpet looks pretty good, I think.
Carpet does still look really good. Like the CG that they used on carpet, I think it stands out, but it's not like in a bad way. I think
because it blends in with the rest of the
yeah,
world.
because his shading and everything. I mean, I think they took a lot of care to make sure that the 3D fit in with the stuff that was going on around him.
Also, he's a carpet, so it made him more flexible. If that makes any sense. So like the CGI can bend and move with him much easier than like say like a full body.
I mean, if you had to draw all of those patterns on the carpet for every frame,
Lord, that would be tiring, I imagine. Cave of Wonders, it looks a little bit dated, but it doesn't look terrible either.
No, it doesn't.
It's just like this ginormous ass tiger head coming out of the fucking sand and being like, and I'm like, oh my god,
Diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough. Fucking put this kid inside my mouth. Don't sigh at me. Also, I was saying this throughout the movie. Jafar steals his plans from other Disney villains. See, like he imitates the evil queen from Snow White by like walking up that up and down that spiral of staircase, and then turning into an old person to trick the protagonist into shit. And then later in the movie, he turns into a giant reptile, which in this case is a cobra, to like Maleficent did. So he's basically is just like, those ladies had some good ideas. I'm gonna steal them. I just thought that was kind of funny. How
And
the
he
parallel.
hypnotizes them, like Ka hypnotizes people.
Yep, complete with a snake head. I mean, it's not the same snake, but it's a snake. And he says, "Trust in me," as he waves his stick in front of. Okay, what
No,
the fuck was up
Aladdin's
with
the
that
one
stick?
who says, "Trust in me."
Oh, yeah. Oh my
Do
gosh.
you trust me?
Yeah. Huh. Funny. Actually, where did Jafar get that magic snake? Because was he magic himself? Really?
He's magic. Like, he does magic the whole movie.
Okay. I'm making sure because I was like, is he magic the whole movie? Because he makes that wish for be a sorcerer. But I'm like,
The
wait.
most powerful sorcerer.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, was he always a sorcerer?
Yeah,
But...
I think he was always a sorcerer, but that wish he wishes to be like the most powerful sorcerer in the world.
Gotcha. Okay. I was a little bit confused at that part when he said that. I was like,
because I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, if this is like post-apocalyptic, maybe he's already the most powerful sorcerer in the world.
Oh my god, Jafar's just one. He's got a lot of ambition. Okay. With his sweet curly beard. Also, everyone's eyebrow game in this movie are on point.
Jasmine's eyebrows are great.
Holy crap, her eyebrows are awesome. Oh man. And also, speaking of Jasmine is a lot of people's favorites, but I'm pretty sure if you guys think about it, it's mostly because of the animated series, and she does a lot of shit in that.
I mean, she did a lot of shit in this.
She does,
like,
yes.
I forgot like how much of an action girl she is.
She is. She's definitely our most actiony one we've had yet. Like up to this point, really, if I think about it.
Yeah. You know, I think it's kind of interesting that Jasmine, because this was way before, the Disney princess thing started.
Right.
And I mean, at this point, like, this wasn't a Disney princess movie. This was a movie about Aladdin.
Right.
Which also, Howard Ashman was the one who originally pitched this movie.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I think
he's credited in it.
Oh yeah, he is. But I think it's kind of interesting that like Jasmine, sort of retroactively gets shoehorned into this like Disney princess sort of formula.
Sorry, Jasmine.
Because she's really not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like she doesn't really have like, a character arc like the Disney princess movies sort of specifically do.
Right. Well, actually, interestingly enough, she is the codifier for rebellious princesses after this.
That is true.
I mean, like, we've seen it probably before this, and we've seen variations after,
I
but...
mean, Star Wars.
Star Wars, but I think she was a strong codifier for, at least animation-wise.
I would say codifier, but I'd say the original rebellious princess is probably Princess Leia.
Yeah, in that modern pop culture, yeah. I think Jasmine was modeled after Princess Leia.
She seems like it.
Yeah, like her attitude and personality.
Yeah.
I really think she's modeled after Princess Leia. Because Star Wars changed fucking everything, apparently. Jesus Christ, Star Wars. So, I just so like her. I like that she has the best pet, though. She has the coolest pet.
She does have
the
coolest
tiger. It's pretty awesome, man.
Pocahontas is a pretty big step down from Raja.
Good lord. Well, she's got a raccoon. She's got like several sidekicks. She's got a raccoon. She has a hummingbird. Eventually, she gets that dog.
The dog's never really hers, though.
Not really, but he ends up following her around near the end of the movie. Percy, I think is the name of the dog.
Percy.
Yeah, he finds her following her around. So yes, and also the leaves. Don't forget her leaves. Her magic colorful leaves. God damn, we keep going back to Pocahontas. Man, we really gotta get to Pocahontas, which we're
sorry,
close.
that was like a really ugly laugh I just did.
Nah, it's okay. I've done plenty of ugly laughs. Actually, we're very close because the next one is Lion King, but the one after that is Pocahontas. So
I love Lion
there.
King.
We're almost there.
I love Lion King so much.
What you know? Half the pictures I've seen of you as a kid have been in Lion King shit.
That's because that's all I had.
You love
all I had as a child.
I mean, I can't judge because when I was really little, all I had was Barney shit.
I mean, I had Barney shit before I had Lion King shit.
So much Barney shit.
I went.
Then it was Pokemon.
Well, I went Barney, 101 Dalmatians, Lion King, then Pokemon.
Nice. Yeah, I had a lot of Pokemon. I had a lot of Barney. I had a lot of Pocahontas, which I kind of regret. But
Oh, we were sort of talking about. Strangely, I did not ever get compared to Jasmine when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't. Why Pocahontas of all of them?
I got Pocahontas a lot.
Why? I still don't get it. I
think because Aladdin came out before I was in school.
Okay.
And then Pocahontas came out right about when I was, like, starting school.
Right.
So, I mean, that, like, people who were telling me that I look like Pocahontas, like, they were people from school.
Yeah,
not
they're
just,
kids.
like, other kids.
That's so weird, though. I mean, if I was an idiot and made that comparison, I would have gone with Jasmine, honestly. Before Mulan was a thing.
A lot of little Asian girls before Mulan was a thing would get Snow White.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's because, you got dark hair.
Yeah.
There you go.
Definitely German.
You're 100%. You're the most German person I've ever seen.
So German.
This is coming from someone who is
beer and sausage.
Beer and sausage. I mean, that's what all you eat. All you eat is beer and sausage.
You can't drink beer.
No, you can't.
Beer's gross.
Beer's
I'm sorry.
so nasty. Oh my god, beer's nasty. It's disgusting.
I've had one good beer, and it was like a local Hawaii beer, and I was just like,
nice. Well, Hawaii has pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
But like, no, I don't like beer either. It's gross. It tastes like pee.
Sorry, listeners, if you like beer.
Yeah, if you like beer, that's fine. I can drink my other shit. I like cider, and I like my fruity stuff. There you go.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know. What we were talking about childhood and crap. Anyway,
Aladdin's great.
Aladdin's great. I like Aladdin.
Maybe a little culturally insensitive.
What? No.
Maybe not exactly culturally insensitive, but like stuff that's a little awkward now.
I think it's more culturally awkward, or it's also very liberal with its source material. So liberal that I can see why a lot of people won't be bothered by it, because it's just so
because it's not like a place in particular. It's this fantasy Middle East Chinese city.
Yeah, it's just it's in the middle of nowhere and so isolated. I guess that makes it even more like out there in terms of the fantasy aspect of it. And so I can see why not a lot of people aren't bothered by it, because like, it's not really resembling anything.
And but I mean, sort of in a related vein, I feel like this is one that they really wouldn't be able to revisit, because one, Robin Williams is no longer with us to be the genie, because I really don't think anyone could do the genie.
They tried to replace the genie in the second one. It was Dan Castellaneta. And he was doing a Robin Williams impression, but it wasn't very good from my memory. I heard it. It's not very good.
And I just there's no other comedians that I think could replace Robin Williams as that role.
Not like that, no, because like Robin Williams is like one of those guys. He was the fast talking, snappy humor, and it would go like really, really, really quick, like how he talks in this movie. But but also he knew when to slow down.
Because there are some
most of the time.
I mean, not just as in this movie, but I mean, he's done really wonderful dramatic roles, and some of that comes through here too.
Man, if you haven't, this is not really a dramatic role, but if you guys haven't seen The Birdcage, go see The Birdcage. Or rent The Birdcage. It's really funny. It's amazing. Robin Williams is really good in that. It's also fantastic. Like, just saying, that's I think that's my favorite Rob Williams live action movie is The Birdcage.
Oh, I don't know what my favorite live action one is. I
mean, I do like Night Museum.
That one was good.
I haven't seen the third one because I know I'll get too sad. That was his last role. So I haven't seen it because I'm like, no, I'm gonna cry at the end of it. But I've seen the first and second one, and a lot of people didn't like the second one, but I liked the second one. I thought it was fun. I mean, how often do you get to see Abraham Lincoln standing up and walking around as a giant statue? Like, come on. Anyway, we should go back to Aladdin.
I had a second thing I was going to say. So, I mean, the first thing being that I don't think there's anyone who could replace Robin Williams as playing the genie. And the second being that I just don't know that you could make a movie, with the same setting and subject matter in, a post-2001 world.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I could definitely see that. It would be very difficult. If we do get one like this, I don't think it won't be for a while.
I don't think it would be for a long while, and I don't think it could have the same, like, flippancy.
Right. I mean, there's been, like, rumors, but not really, like, anything concrete
It would
right
be
now.
a really interesting one.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting.
And I mean,
they have revamped it entirely, though.
There are a ton of, really great stories that come from the Middle East.
From the 40 Thieves.
Yeah, from
books.
Yeah, from the 1001 Nights.
Thank you. I was just like, no, there's an actual name for it.
We've had this conversation before.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. I'm incredibly forgetful.
1001 Nights, but I can see why it would be hard.
Yeah.
To make that today.
I don't think they're going to go for it, or at least not for a while. Like, they're probably going to cover other ones. Honestly, I think.
I mean, on the other hand, of any studio that's prepped to do it, I think it would be Disney.
Yeah.
To be totally honest, like, I think that the most, interesting sort of, and I think we saw this with Moana, that, like, the most interesting sort of, studio that's handling these stories that are specific to certain cultures is the Disney studios.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big enough.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of good, interesting stuff coming out of Hollywood, to be honest. Or not like
Yeah.
major Hollywood
Major
studios.
Hollywood, yeah. Like, I mean, the media scene is changing. It always is. And the problem with Hollywood is that it's kind of slow at it. And so animation studios, while they are part of like, Hollywood stuff, they're capable of going like, faster than them, if that makes any sense. Like
In a way, I
like being
think
able to
that,
move forward.
here in the States, animation still has sort of a reputation of being a little less serious than live action films, whether
Yeah.
that's for better or for worse. But maybe for the better, they can do stuff
Uh-huh.
that, live action studios might not be willing to sink the time and money into doing that, animation is taken maybe a little more lightly, so you actually have more freedom to do that kind of thing.
It's why we have Moana, I think. Because
Oh,
I don't think I could see that making it like a live action movie from the studio, like
yeah, I
being
don't
a thing.
see anywhere that a movie like Moana would have been made, in live action with that story.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, like, no other place would, like, try to do
Mhm.
that. Or at least do it and do as well thoroughly as an animation studio ended up doing, or in this case, Disney. I think it's the same thing with other stuff, too. Like, I guess we'll have to see. I mean, Coco, for example, the one that's coming out later this year,
Mhm.
the Pixar movie, as of this recording. I think that story would not be told in live action. I don't think. So
Yeah, I just
same
don't
with Book of Life.
see I don't see a place for it.
Like, born again, studio execs would not see a place for it
Mhm.
either.
I
Like,
mean, I'm not saying that I don't see a place for those movies. I'm saying that I don't see them being made in live action with like the huge sort of, mass release that a Disney Studios picture gets.
yeah, Disney's a big deal, man. Like, they
I mean, whether
are.
whether or not you agree with Disney and their business policies and all that stuff, they are, just a juggernaut of media, of
Ever
arts and entertainment.
And you know what? Absorbing all of the Lucas production shit, they've only become stronger. I'm pretty sure that, like, upgrade them for life is getting Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which, as I
I
said,
mean, I think for anybody, getting Star Wars would be your upgrade for life.
I mean, I imagine, like, there was probably a lot of competition for that, but in the end, I think, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I think the reason why Disney was able to get Star Wars, of all things, was because of Pixar.
Oh, I believe that
Because
entirely.
George Lucas helped make Pixar.
Hmm.
Like, he helped started it. So I imagine he would, and John Lasseter. I think he knows John Lasseter, and he heads both animation
Because John
studios.
Lasseter knows everybody.
John Lasseter's a very, very well known man from many people. He's best buddies with Hayao Miyazaki.
It's so funny
I
to
love,
me.
and they like go out, they hang out with each other when he comes to Japan. They're like best friends. It's so great. I love it. But what was I saying? Yeah, oh yeah, so I think that's why Disney got the rights to Star Wars, pretty much. Plus, Disney already had some Star Wars-ish stuff in their parks anyway, so
Hmm.
it was easy to integrate. And there's already a Star Wars Day at Disney, which isn't really going to be a thing anymore because there's a whole park dedicated. There's going to be a whole park dedicated, so it's not going to be a thing. Which I'm like, really? So my guess is that it's not going to be an official thing, but I'm pretty sure people are going to treat it that May the 4th as a Star Wars Day anyway.
Oh, hey, actually, when I went to go see Kimi no Nawa the other day, there
Mm-hmm.
was an advertisement for that Avatar land.
Oh my
They had like a
god.
trailer for the Avatar land thing at Disney.
Uh,
And I was like, hey, that's the thing that Moo really hates. Okay, that's neither here nor there.
yeah, well, the good thing about Avatar Land, I think I've said it before, but if it fails, they can just reskin it, so they won't waste the entire land. Just reskin it, take away all the Avatar references, make
I
it
think
something
it'll be
different.
great.
I think it could be a good park.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be really interesting.
Question is if it will last.
I think it will.
But anyway, we're not talking about theme parks. It's a completely different discussion. If we want to talk about theme parks, we can go watch the Haunted Mansion movie and listen to me yell at the microphone for about an
I
hour.
was saying I've been to Disneyland once in my life.
I've been to Disneyland twice. I've been to Disney World multiple times. Like,
Yeah, but I've only been to Disneyland once, and when I was there, it was actually just a couple years after Aladdin came out, and I saw the parade, and the parade was Prince Ali themed,
it's
and
so
it was
cool.
great. And my mom took video, and she has video of the camel thing spinning from the parade.
Which eventually became part. There's an Aladdin carpet ride, like the Dumbo one, and they have the camels there. They spit water at you guys, at you peoples in the audience. It's pretty great. Oh man, I wish I saw that, but no, that wasn't around when I went to Disney theater time I went. The one I can remember the most clearly is when I was 7, because I got a lot of stories from there. um, but I don't remember, what was the parade? It was Electrical Parade, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I like the Electrical Parade. I like that parade. But anyway, we're hitting like 25 minutes now, so do you have anything else to say about Aladdin?
I'm gonna rebuy this one.
Yeah?
It's good enough that I would rebuy it.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
should
do
definitely
that.
do that. I think it's a good movie. It is. Is it my favorite Disney movie? No, not really,
It
but
shows,
it's good.
in a way, it shows, it does show its age, but I think I
Yeah.
appreciate that for, maybe I am a little bit nostalgic, about the time when it came out.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I was
yeah.
I was a baby, so
I mean, sort of nostalgic in hindsight for, like we're like watching Peter Pan. It's like, oh, that's just cringy, and then this one, it's like it's a little cringy, but it's like I remember when times were like that.
Yeah. Also, Peter Pan was definitely worse.
Oh, it was much
Oh
worse.
my god, yeah. It was 100% worse.
But I mean, like 30 years from now, like we might be super cringy about Aladdin too. So
True. But would you argue the Aristocats or Lady and the Tramp were worse within that regard? With the cats? Siamese cats.
not really.
No?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Mostly because that's a very small part of those movies anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
it's very. I don't think you can really compare.
It's not like freaking Peter Pan where that's a good chunk of the movie.
That was pretty bad.
So, it's definitely, it's good. I like it. I can see why people still like it. The songs are good. It's a good movie. But anyway, our next movie is The Lion King. Holy shit, I'm so excited.
It's gone your mind.
We'll get to it. Don't sing the Japanese version yet. Wait till the next recording.
That part is still in. What language is that?
Swahili. Oh, you said in Swahili? Oh, I misheard you. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't have good hearing. But anyway.
Oh, yes. If you have the chance, this is the last thing I'm going to say.
Oh,
if you have the chance, listen to Friend Like Me in Japanese because it's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
It's really great.
You've shared it with me because you have all the songs, a bunch of the Disney songs in Japanese.
I do.
Okay. So we'll be back with The Lion King.